James Edwards, Joe Allenby, Hannah Morrison. Oh, Hannah's here. Hannah Morrison should be in this group. Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the Swimnation Cup here at Crosland Heath on the 2020 Pro Tour. Plenty of action going on as well. You join us actually at the 17th green. Not only do we have down here, we've got Joe Allenby and James Edwards. We're also joined by my good friend. He's back. Australia wouldn't let him in. It's Aaron Cox. Aaron,
hey mate, how you going?
you've been out there today. What's it like?
Mate, it's got tougher towards the back end of the last 4 or 5 holes. The wind started getting up the last, probably from 14 onwards.
Yeah.
Started playing into crosswinds of the undulations on the greens. Definitely played a lot tougher than the first 10, 11 holes where it was nice and calm. So different conditions for the guys now.
It's quite windy now, isn't it? 4 under at the minute is doing the job.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to go lower?
Well, I'm hoping that someone does go one more. What I picked 66 to 5 under to win. The greens are a little bit, the greens here at Crosland Heath, although they look immaculate, and they are, they roll very well, the guys will be finding it a little bit different because they're a bit sticky,
Yeah.
bit Velcro-y kind of feel. So it's hard to get the pace, especially now with the breeze getting up. The guys are now, from where those two guys are now, they're putting back into the wind. So the wind will do a little bit of pace work to the ball, but the guys are quite very talented enough to get the right pace on the ball.
This is James Edwards and Joe Allenby, as we said. Hannah Morrison was supposed to be in this group. I'm not too sure what's happened. We'll have a quick word with you guys. I'm not sure if she teed off, to be honest, but we'll find out.
This part should just peel a little bit from off the left, not much. It should just break at the hole, back into the breeze. Didn't quite get it there.
Ooh,
a little bit
very
sticky.
Straight, wasn't it? Actually, I think that's it was expected to
just
break
that
a bit.
speed. The greens are very, very different to what we've been on, especially over the last couple of weeks, where the greens are a lot thinner and a lot, rolling out a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas these greens, the guys are hitting their approach shots in. It's not spinning. It's not coming back. It's actually bouncing on, even with wedges. So there's no real grab on these greens.
Lovely stuff. Do you want to have a quick chat with you guys? I'm just going to grab, we've got a little competition on at the minute.
Oh yes, we do too.
And I'm just going to prepare for that whilst, if you want to have a chat with the guys.
Well, as we watch the guys come off 17 green, while there's no one down there, Lean, I'm just going to take you guys through the 17th green. The flag is sitting on 21 from the front edge. It goes from back to front. Now, the wind is, as I said, when I played 2 clubs shorter than what the yardage actually says. So I hit a 9-iron, but even hit a small one there. The guys are going to try and land the ball in this first quarter to get that bounce on. As I said, the ball is bouncing, releasing. So Leon, the ball is about to tee off. So if you want to just move across a bit. Now this last hole, blind tee shot. The guys will be aiming over this post, but we'll be going a little bit to the right because there is out of bounds left, but you've also got the heavy trees and the heather down the right hand side. So you've got to get the right flight and not turning over too much. And that's a lovely ball. That's a good line down that one, down the right side. wind straight off the right for this last hole. Very exposed up the top of the hill. This is where you'll feel all the wind. That's going down the centre, just turning over a bit. That should be down the left half.
Fantastic. I just want to grab a quick word with you guys, just to find out what's happened with Hannah actually. Just to,
absolutely.
I mean, she's on the tee sheet. Whether she was,
she did arrive. I did see her this morning.
Let's grab a quick
she
word.
was here.
I feel like we're missing someone.
We are. Hannah left us after 8 holes.
8 holes. Any particular reason to give, or?
She wasn't feeling too well, so.
Yeah, that's understandable, isn't it?
Makes sense.
How's it gone today for you?
It's been good fun. Good, always good coming up here.
Good fun or good scoring, or a bit of both?
There's been a bit of both, but I always enjoy it. So. Nice
Have you found the
course.
last few holes different with the wind getting up now?
Yeah, 100%. When you get up on top here, I don't think you'll ever not have wind when you come round here. But yeah, it makes it tough. So hopefully we'll see what people can do. But it's nice.
Yeah, it's good to see. Almost home now. Joe, are you happy with your day?
There's been some good, some bad. It's been okay. It's been good. We've enjoyed
Everybody
it.
says that. They're like, okay, yeah.
Can always be better, can it?
We'll let you finish off because, Aaron, we've got to talk about another competition that we are running now. Now, in the first broadcast of the day, we had a little competition going. You had to comment below what you think the winning score was going to be. At the minute, in the clubhouse, Mark Young with a 68. That's in the clubhouse. However, Oliver Caton, 4 under.
4. Can you get to 5?
67 at the minute, but things can change. And by the way, there's still quite a lot of golf to go out, isn't there?
There is.
We've still got a number of groups going out. The final group aren't even on the back 9 yet, so still quite a lot to go. We will bring the leaderboard up shortly, but before we do that, we've got another glove to give away. Now, before the end of the day, before we head off, we will do the prize draw for those of you who commented below in the very first broadcast guessing that number. I've got the names, I've got the scores, etc. And as soon as we know what that winning score is going to be, we'll do a live draw. And one of you is going to win one of these. Now, if you didn't enter that, don't worry, it's not too late because you can win another one.
Oh, look out.
Now, what we love about the 2020 Pro Tour is that pros and ams mix it up together.
Yes, absolutely.
And we have an amateur at the top of the leaderboard in Oliver Caton.
Oh, yes, right, okay.
So the question is simple. Who's going to win outright? Is it going to be a pro or is it going to be an amateur? Who's going to top the leaderboard at the end of the day? Now, obviously, for order of merit purposes, you can't include the amateurs. However, we just want this outright. Who's, at the end of the day, is it going to be an amateur or is it going to be a pro?
I'm going to say a pro.
I'm going to go amateur then.
Okay, well, there you go.
All you got to do, just comment below, pro or am. That's all you got to do, pro or am. Whichever it is, if you put pro and it's a pro, you also go into the prize draw. Vice versa for amateur, and you could win a 2020 Pro Tour branded glove. You played in this today, well not in this one, but you played in one.
I did play. I do play in them, mate. Yes, absolutely.
And just to let you know, these are very good because Aaron, runner-up last week, weren't you at Cleckheaton?
Yeah, well, I was. Yeah, I played with Chris Hansen, so we did play very well and hit some, made some nice birdies. Actually, we did between the two of us.
There you go. So all you've got to do, literally, pro or am. Who do you think is going to win? Whilst we do that, let's bring the leaderboard up actually for you as well, so you can have a little look at that, and it might help you make your decision before you just comment below. Wherever you're watching this, we can see the comments. So whichever page on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you're watching it, we can see. So do comment below. Now, as soon as this broadcast ends, that is when the competition ends as well. So please don't enter at 8 o'clock tonight because we will be able to see what time it was posted, obviously. And you're going for a pro. Of course you are. You are a pro. I'm going to go an amateur because
you are an amateur.
I'm not really even an amateur, to be honest. One thing I want to talk to you about,
yes,
Aaron, is I had a little chat with Alex in the pro shop a little bit earlier, and I think he said it was the 4th or 5th. He said you want to go down there, you want to stand on the green, you just want to put a ball down and just watch it roll away.
The fourth, probably the fourth green.
Is it the 4th? What was that like?
So the 4th green it's up adjacent to the practice fairway. So there's a false front on that green. Now the pin is on. I can actually tell you, the pin is on 14 on, but it's only 4 from the right side.
Right.
So that's where that false front, just short of that flag, is the false front. If you don't get that ball up about a good 10 feet on,
Yeah.
it will come all the way back. But that's where I think these greens will help the guys, because it's not, the greens are very different to what, as I said before, it's what we're used to, where the ball lands and sucks back with a lot of the guys. These greens aren't doing that as much. So you'll find a lot of the guys will be able to land the ball short and it will actually roll on to the flag.
I'll tell you what, let's walk and talk, because I just want to go a bit further up here, because as we said, there's a lot of action going on behind us.
Sure.
It'd be good to catch up with a bit of it, wouldn't it? We're hearing a lot of shouts of 4 here today, Aaron. A lot of blind shots. If you don't know where you're going, it could prove quite treacherous. It's a real benefit to have played here, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. A lot of these, a good amount of these tee shots on the back nine, you've got posts that you've got to try and aim at and hit down. And if you don't quite get it, or you get the ball spinning over too much or going left or right, then, and with the wind just starting to pick up now, that fairway and the heather that lines these fairways will definitely come into play. So,
absolutely. Is that
it's Mark. You got
is that Talia Martin? we've got?
Talia Martin, yeah. And then you've got Marcus Moore over here with
Of course, Order of Merit.
Nick
leader.
Marsh.
Let's go a quick word with Talia, because she's always happy. This Talia, isn't she? Look at that. It's the happiest golfer in the world. It's Talia Martin. Talia, very well. How are you?
Bad, yeah,
Always got a smile on your
you.
face. Are you still smiling after your round so
yeah,
far?
Yeah,
Yep.
enjoying it. I mean, look at the view there.
It's insane, isn't
Shall we
it?
just stay here and grab a beer?
Do you know, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Why isn't there a bar
Yeah,
up here?
exactly.
That's what I want to know.
But yeah, no, really enjoying it as always. And yeah, had 2 weeks off, so it's just
Yeah.
I was itching to get back on it. So, but yeah, no, it's really good as always.
I always play better after a drink, actually. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, look,
Drink of
you're
water
a
for
million
me.
times better than me, so it doesn't take
Yeah.
much. I've got to be honest. What score are you on at the minute? Do you know? Are you?
I think is it 1 under?
One under,
at
okay.
the moment. So hopefully the next 2 holes, let's try and get a few more rolled
Yeah.
in, and then yeah, maybe a hole.
Oh, well, I won't give too much away, but you're in contention. Let's
Oh,
just put it that way. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Talia Martin. The happiest lady in golf on the 17th tee box. In fact, just over to the right, they are about to tee off over there. So if you're looking at the tee sheet, if you did pick it up, actually, this group will have let Joe Allenby through, because this is Ben Rose, Keelan McClear and Talia Martin.
So Talia's got about 142, about 140 to the flag. But this breeze will be helping at least a good 10-15. Breeze straight down. Pins on 21 from the front on 17 here. Ooh, sit down. It's going left. Sit down. Yep, back left edge.
Aaron, what did you do? See you later. So see you for a beer after. Cosworth, here we go.
I hit a little 9-iron from the back. It was 161 flag, but it was nearly 2 clubs down breeze when I played it, and this was well over an hour ago.
Yeah.
So now the wind's starting to pick up. Being up on the highest point, we're getting the most elevation. So, and plus, from the men's tee, even from here, the green's slightly below us. Hitting into a green that's back to front, 20 feet on from the front edge of that flag. The boys have got to land, well, even the guys, you can see Talia's, you got to land it, and it's still getting a jump on forward. So your distance control, like as I said, I hit 9-iron, but for that distance, I would have hit like nearly a 7.
Yeah.
But with the breeze and the height of where we are, a little 9-iron and you're there.
I do think here it's breezy. It's not blowing a gale, but it's breezy.
No.
But of course, when the ball gets up high, it just gets more
Yeah.
and more and more, doesn't it? I think we're just about to have Nick Marshall. We've got Chris Hansen over here, and Marcus Moore. Of course, Marcus Moore is the Order of Merit champion. Whilst we're waiting, actually, let's just bring that Order of Merit image up for you. You can have a little look at the state of play after 6 events. This is the 7th event on the 2020 Pro Tour Order of Merit in 2021. Nick McCarthy was your winner last year. Aaron, you finished inside the top 20, didn't you, in the Order of Merit last year?
Yeah, I came 15th or 16th last year, so I was pretty happy with that. I'm about the same at the moment, I think.
It's based on money this year, isn't it,
Yeah.
rather than a points system. Last year it was on the points system.
My one and only pickup at Huddersfield, the first event
Yeah. So is that the only one so far?
so far.
Of course, last week's pairs event didn't count towards your Order of Merit, unfortunately. This is 12, isn't it?
190 into the breeze. Looking good up the this past. Yep, nice shot. Keeping it low here, keeping the control. The pin is all the way back. 30 on. Straight into the breeze. I hit 5-iron this morning when there was hardly any wind.
Really?
Bit right. It's trying to come. Oh, it's coming back. It's drawing. Will it keep to the green? Back right edge. Yep. About pin high right.
And here we have Mr. 2020 Pro Tour, Chris Hansen.
Yes, my partner. Lovely golf swing. Has a gentle move back to the back foot like Henrik Stenson. Oh, low stinger. Straight at the flag. This is a great looking ball. Now sits down. Yep, rolls out. Lovely shot there. 3 nice shots there.
I'll tell you something, Aaron, it's nice to see Charlotte Oswick back as well. She's caddying today, of course, but it's good to see her out on the course. Up at Moralton now, isn't she?
She
Hopefully,
is. She actually played one of her first PGA events last week, so she looks like she enjoyed that.
And so Aaron's just going to go catch up with Sam Sharma down there. Whilst we do, I'm just going to remind you of the competition we're running as well here for this broadcast and this broadcast only. Who's going to win? Is it going to be a pro or is it going to be an amateur? You don't actually have to write their name in, simply pro or amateur. It's that simple, am or pro. That's all you've got to do. Comment below. What we'll do at the end of the day, once we know who's won, we'll just pick, we'll put all the names into a hat and draw them out with Google Random Number Generator, and you walk away with a 2020 Pro Tour golf club. It's that simple. That is how easy it is. He thinks a pro is going to win. I'm going to say it's going to be an amateur. What do you think? All you've got to do
Pro 5 under
is
in.
comment below. Pro 5 under. That's what Aaron says. He could be walking away with 2 gloves. You never know. One for each hand.
I need them. Need all the help I can get.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But it's good to watch though, because you look at the calibre of players. You know, and the guys who just hit off there. You got Chris Hansen, European Tour player. You got Marcus Moore. He's on the Alps Tour. Yeah. And then you got Nick Marsh, Euro Pro, Challenge Tour. Like, for those guys to come and play these events, it is great for, like, as I said, I say a lot on when I'm playing, but to be in the same field, but also to play against them, to put your game up against them.
Yeah.
And it's great for the amateurs as well. Yes, it's tough, but if they want to know where their game's at, and if they're looking at these young guys looking at turning pro in the next 2 or 3, 4 years, playing against the guys, they can get a real good look now of where their game needs to be, but also the calibre of what they're doing.
Aaron, how important tours like the 2020 Pro Tour? Because 2 years ago it didn't exist.
Yep.
You know, let's not kid ourselves. And you've got European Tour, you've got Challenge Tour, you've got Euro Pro. They're difficult to access, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
So how important a mini tour such as the
Well,
2020
look,
Pro
you
Tour?
look at the likes of Europro, like a great example, Nick Poppleton. He's just fresh out, and he had a great standout year last year after the pandemic in the first time. But he was first year out, which then gave him the confidence then for this year to go now start on the full Europro tour. And now he's just lost to Marco Petruzzi in a playoff.
You got a runner-up, didn't
He got
in
runner-up.
his first event.
But to shoot 17 under for 3 rounds of golf, that's very impressive golf. And what this does, I think, for all the guys, but not only myself, but the guys that are trying to make it, is it's an avenue to make some income. Good practice for the guys that want to then progress to the top levels, but also it's giving them a platform to be able to step on to. So it is important.
They're becoming more important. They're becoming more notable.
Absolutely.
Even the steps up the ladder as well. A number of tours that obviously we work with, such as 2020, for example. You can then gain starts on Challenge Tour events.
Absolutely.
There's a big event happening next week.
Clutch, it's racing season.
Yeah.
But if you look at,
I've just got that.
if you
Straight in my head.
My supercar. There we go. There's a plug for my supercar right there. But if you look at what Clutch Pro Tour are doing, obviously they're obviously based now a lot more down in London, but creating opportunities in the ways of Challenge Tour starts, European Tour starts, LET starts. It's guys, the young guys, to be able to win that Clutch Pro and then go, hey, I've got to start in a massive event worth £1 million.
But coming
then
it's funding your season, isn't it? 2020
Absolutely.
Pro Tour. I mean, you know, it's difficult, but if someone shots 59 today, you know,
10 grand.
okay, it's not going to happen now. But if they had done it, 10 grand sets you up for the season.
Absolutely.
Even if you win today, you walk away with £1,000. There's still just over £3,500 up for grabs today in the prize pot. It's not to be sniffed at.
It's not career defining, but it's definitely, it helps you over the next month, 2 months. And really gives you a little step up to go, right, well, I can now enter these events, and if I want to go, if these guys have got some kind of Europro access, then all of a sudden that's free accommodation now sorted for an event or 2 events. It really does help big time.
And I think your sponsors start to step up and notice as well, don't they?
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of players at this level, they're seeking sponsorship that, you know, TaylorMade don't just come along and say, here's a £500,000 a year contract. You know, you've got to fight.
You've got to put results on the board.
Yep.
You've got to show the companies that you can play golf, but B, under pressure you can actually put the score on the board and have some good results. And as rightfully said, these companies aren't going to just start giving you contracts and products and money. You've got to show them that A, you can play, but then consistently play.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Will Whiteoak coming up. Well, how's it going today? Terrible.
Really bad, yeah.
Not happy.
No, never playing again.
Never playing again. Hey, we've all had days like that. I haven't pretty much every time I play, but
We certainly have. We've got Dan Brown over there as well. That's tee up on 12.
no, I spoke to Dan. In fact, we covered Dan in I think the second broadcast. His first hole, he rescued it, parred it.
Right.
His first shot ended up on the 18th fairway. His second
Oh
shot
wow.
ended down in the gully over there, similar to where you were.
Oh, yeah.
Only a bit further left.
Further left.
His third shot overshot the green, was over the other side.
And then chipped
His
up
fourth shot chipped that close.
to that made
Put
par.
it away for a par.
Well, see, and you know what? And amateurs that watch that's the difference between pro golf and amateur golf. It's the amateurs that don't get up and downs from those kind of positions, or their head explodes after a couple of bad shots, and it's the first hole.
Yeah, it is. Let's watch this great tee off, shall we, here at 12. And then we can switch back over to still laugh at the fuckies. We've often said there's a sport, golf buggy racing. Who wants to see that?
Speed golf.
Who wants to watch that? So we've got Dan Brown on the tee at par 3, 12.
Now, Ian, I just saw Chris Hansen made that putt for birdie
Did he?
up on the green.
Great spot.
So, here we go. So Dan Brown into the breeze, It's playing about 180, 185 yards today. And now it's going to be playing its full length with the flag on 30 paces, 9 from the right. There's a little bit of a lip at the back of the green, so it does, you know, I was there this morning on this green, but I hit 5-iron, so the wind is definitely a lot more into us now. Ball's on its way. Here's a lovely looking shot, just left of the flag. Has it got the distance? Yep, lovely, lovely shot there. About pin high left, about 15, 20 foot. I think this is Thomas Rowland from Hexham.
Yes.
Up past my neck of the woods. Lovely golf swing as well. Big thing you got to look at this, guys, is you can look at the structure. Spine's nice and straight, the arms are in a good triangle position under his chin. Drives through his arms, through the lower body. This is drawing back to the flag as well. This is just left. Has it got the distance? This is a bit shorter, a little bit left edge.
A lot going left here, Aaron. Is that the way you want to be?
Well, if you are going to miss, yeah, a little bit left, left middle of the green, yeah, is to play. You don't want to miss low right. It's, with the breeze now, it's distance control. And that's be good. It's drawing back left a bit. Now the wind's got it. Just going to catch the left edge of the green. Just bounces off. And that's just that wind. It was that shot was all over that flag, and then it gets to its apex, and all of a sudden the wind just grabs it, just tucks it a little bit to the left.
What we'll do, if you, Leon, if you come back over here, we can catch the next shots here at 17. We just spoke to Will Whiteoak. I don't think it's going his way today. Will Whiteoak is playing with David Holding and George Muscroft. And what do you think about the positioning over there? Would you be happy with that? With any of those? Which would you rather be, Aaron?
Well, that green's pretty flat, Ian. We saw when we first came into air, we had one, the putt came from that back left corner. It was a pretty straight putt, but it was just coming back into the breeze. The shot about 8 feet right of the flag. It's pretty level putt. But anything behind, it's just coming back downhill into the breeze. Not a very difficult green, but it's just getting the right speed. As I said, the greens are a little bit sticky, a little bit different. Those guys there, they landed their shots about 10, 15 paces into the green, and then it moved up to the back of the green. So they're not grabbing, it's not holding, they're bouncing forward and then even just releasing. So you have to take that into consideration as well.
So what you're saying is David Holding is not holding his ball on the 17th green.
No, you could. Oh God, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Don't think I'll be winning any awards anytime soon. I'm available for stand-up if anybody wants to book me. I've never been booked yet.
You would have to pay them, mate, to do your stand-up.
Oh dear. Now just remember, if you're watching this, you want to access leaderboard at any time you can, there is a link to the 2020 Pro Tour website in the body of this text. You just want to find out more about this wonderful tour, or you want to access the leaderboard, just click it and it'll take you straight through. Don't forget you can watch all of our live golf in 2021 as well on our YouTube channel at Live Sport Now, or on Content Live Golf. We'll be bringing you the action from the 2020 Pro Tour, the Clutch Pro Tour, the Faldo Series, the Golfing Days Pro-Ams, and I'm delighted to say this month we'll be bringing you all the action from Farnham Golf Club for the England Golf English Under-18 Mixed Gender Championship.
Now that will be some special golf at that event.
The future of, I mean, you joined us last year with Faldo,
yes,
didn't you?
Absolutely.
Up at the Vale. No, it wasn't. That was Royal Ashdown, wasn't it?
Royal Ashdown's correct.
And I'll tell you something, the future of golf's in good shape in this country. Isn't it?
I
It really
definitely
is.
would agree with that, Ian. And the calibre of the players are now, but the shot selections, the shot shaping, the sheer size of some of those kids. I mean, you've got to look at Sam Bairstow. That's just list on the right there. Sam Bairstow, I played with him at Wheatley, and for 36 holes, and it was fantastic seeing his tee shots 50 and 60 yards past mine every hole.
I'm sure. It's awful, isn't it? Somebody just constantly.
It's a little bit upsetting when he's hitting driver 7-9 into par 5s, and I'm hitting hybrids. It's a little bit concerning. It's like, well, I might just
Only
go back to
11
my
as well.
go back to my day job.
No, actually, I just wanted to mention we had a lot of positive reaction on social media last week, Aaron, from your caddy. About your caddy.
Oh,
as
yes.
Well, Tobias. Tell us about Tobias. He was on your bag last week. Wasn't
Yeah, little Tobias. He's 10 years of age. He's my academy captain at Blackwell Grange, and he plays off a handicap of 20. But the thing is, though, I've got about 15 or 16 kids now with handicaps. It was funny. I was just mentioning, just seeing the social media before, and a young guy, a young cute Ollie Porteous, he's 10 years of age, off 15.9, also 14.9, sorry.
10.
And another kid, Jack, he's off 15.9. A young kid who's like, again, these are all 10, 11-year-old kids. Harry Sheen, he's down to in the 19s, and they're all 10 handicaps, so 10 years of age. So, yeah, a big shout out to all my kids back at Blackwell.
It's frightening, isn't it?
It is frightening, but they are going to be way better than me. But I'll just hopefully go for the ride with them when they get old enough to take me all the way to the PGA Tour as their coach.
Well, you talk about that. Actually, you've got open qualifying coming up soon, haven't you?
I do, yeah. 26th of June. Just got to try and work out how to hit my putter into the hole and sink some putts. But other than that, tee to green. I'm swinging it probably the best I have done in over 12 months, so I know where the ball's going. So now it's just a matter of trying to get the proximity to the hole on the greens a lot closer.
Yep.
And then sinking those putts, because obviously sinking putts wins your money. But I'm trending, ball striking wise, trending in the right direction, definitely.
Good.
I'm not far away from a 5, 6, 7 under par round.
Yeah.
Not very far away. Hopefully have my first win this year. That's my thing. That's my goal.
Yeah.
So we got George Mason over here.
Yeah, this is we followed this group a little bit earlier, didn't we? It's George Hansen, Joshua McCaspin, and George Mason.
So have a look at this this setup of George. He's quite a big fella, especially for an amateur. But you look at his setup, you can see the triangle in the hands directly beneath his chin. He's going to rotate through the shoulders, drive through the lower half. It's just drawing left off the wind. It's going to miss the green. It's going to got the bounce back to the right, but it's missed the green left. A bit upset with that one. So the breeze is starting to get a bit of havoc, creating some havoc with these shots.
Here's George Hansen now.
That's going left as well. Wow. So interesting, Ian. All these shots are starting off dead straight, getting to the apex of the flight, and then the wind is pushing straight left. So it's trusting your shot, but also, can you aim right of the flag when the flag's up the back of the green? Hands a bit lower, driving it lower, and
He's
that's
not
drawing
happy.
left as well.
You can tell by his backswing there. He's not a happy man.
No, that's down on the 7th tee.
Do you know what I find incredible, Leon? If you could just pan the camera over to the yellow flag over here, you can see it blowing a gale over there. Then if you actually come over to the 12th, where they've just been hitting the ball, the flag it's just started to pick up more than it was.
Yep.
But literally 30 seconds ago, it was just dead calm. But that one on the left is blowing a gale.
Yeah.
It's incredible, isn't it? How much it changes.
Chris told me to come and see you. I'm Ryan, head pro.
Oh, Ryan, how you doing?
You're right, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a good time. We've just been joined by Ryan, the head pro here at Crosland Heath.
Can I get rid of them keys?
You can do whatever you want, Ryan. It's your club.
It's nothing, definitely not my club.
What a lovely day it is today to have the 2020 Pro Tour. Are you happy to have
Absolutely. I mean, hosting events like this is just fantastic for our golf club. Yeah, we're made up. Obviously, great standard of golf. Yeah, it's just events like this is what us as members, us as golf pros want here, and showcasing how good our place is and finally getting it on the map and things like that. So yeah, we're chuffed to bits.
I've seen you just watching a few of the players. You've been impressed with what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Our members are asking me why I'm not playing, and there's a reason I'm not playing watching them boys at it. So yeah, the standard's a bit special to be fair. So yeah, it's good to see our lads out here, and some of the amateurs I believe always like 4 under and things like that. So yeah, it's really
the
good.
amateurs going very well, and of course don't forget we've got that competition. Who's going to win a pro and amateur? Just comment below. We actually have Aaron Cox here. He's played your course today as well. Ryan, Aaron, what have you made of Crosland Heath today?
Oh, it looks great golf course. I've played here last year. I first played here last year in the very first 2020 event.
Yeah.
And even when it was very soft and very wet and soft, but golf course plays very well. You've got to be good off the fairway. You've got to be good off the tees, hit the fairways, give yourself good as you would agree. But then there's a few lefts. But from there you've got to be on with the putter. The greens, as I've said to you before, the greens are very different compared to what a few of the other golf courses we play. They're a bit thicker, so you've got to get the right speed. But they're subtle undulations. So I got pulled out today. I was like, this is going to turn from right to left, and it's literally a ball and a go. That's got to be more turns. So it's hard on the eye to pick.
Yeah,
but no, lovely golf course.
Oh, see, Ryan, you know the place like the back of your hand. Where's the big scoring opportunities today?
It's the par fives, isn't it? It's they're not long par fives in that respect, so they're certainly gettable, and you'll see that later on. That's where they've made everything. It's the par threes that, for me, defend the place.
Yep.
I think we've seen some big scores. I think somebody said we might have had a 9 on one of the par threes, which suddenly sorts your scorecard out. But yeah, the par threes are its defence. It's shorter than probably most courses you play, but the wind's starting to pick up now, so that might just sort of calm the scoring down.
The start can definitely get you into a false sense of security, as I mentioned on the first tee. Par 5, par 3, par 5. But when the wind gets up like this, that second hole can play very daunting, because all you're looking at is green and then like 20 feet drop.
Yeah.
And if you're not on the money with your flight, your distance control, and it is breezy, obviously I played early, so there was no wind. I hit a little pitching wedge. But now, probably playing straight downwind. This 17th, playing a little straight downwind, it's 2 to 3 clubs, and with the ball not grabbing, you've got to be putting it on the money, don't you? But it's all about your shot selection, hitting the shots.
Controlling your flight, absolutely.
But you said with the par 5s, whereas the back 9, the par 5s, 13 and 15, 13 is now playing straight into.
Absolutely,
15 is now playing straight off the right. Now, the 15th, goes straight down the drive, down the road. I hit my tee shot. I actually hit it over the road and drew it back into play. But now with the wind like it is now, the guys are going to have to really either hit a hard cut or try and hold it up against the breeze. And that's when that heather and that long grass and those mounds on the left really kick in for your second shot. And then it can either turn into an easy birdie, like I had, or bogeys and doubles.
We've seen that a lot. If you get it wrong, you can be in a lot of trouble, can't you? In fact, you can probably, Ryan, set up a side business selling lost balls around here.
Yeah, we do all right with late balls. Yeah, we'd do okay, wouldn't we, out of lost balls? But yeah, there's plenty of places.
Late balls.
It certainly eats it up. There's plenty of places to lose balls, but it's great to have. Obviously, Chris, I work with Chris here. He's one of the coaches here, and just good to have a tour like this. It's growing and getting more exposure. So for us to host it, it's just I'm just really proud today, and just
We've had a lot of people watching and obviously seeing the wonderful course here. If they fancy a round, they want to book on, can they do that? Is it quite easy to do?
We're a bit busy at the moment because we're obviously because of COVID and stuff, but there's plenty of opportunities to book a green fee, and you'll have a warm welcome, and we'll look after you, especially when you turn up. It'll be good.
Obviously, from a player's point of view, I think it's really important to mention that how appreciative we are being able to play, obviously, to the members. and all the board, like the board, the captain, the chairman, the presidents. And we appreciate, as golf pros, being able to come and play these events. Obviously, it's hard to get on golf courses at the moment, as Ryan was saying. Membership's booming. Golf has increased by 6.2 million golfers in this country since the pandemic. So for us, we say thanks from a pro's point of view. Thanks for letting us play, but giving us a chance to actually try and win some money and earn a bit of an income.
No, excellent, yeah.
Lovely. Ryan, thank you so much. I know you've probably got quite a lot to do, coaching, etc. So thanks for your time. We really appreciate it. And Aaron, like you said, actually, it's a very good point. It's a very good point that Ryan makes as well. There's a bit of a backlog, isn't there, because of what's happened with the pandemic. And for the members to give up their time on the course, they're giving up their tee times. It's just fantastic.
Well, they're technically giving up a good 7 hours of tee times because they're not going to get out in the morning. They're getting out at 7 a.m. like most members do, get out at 7 a.m. in the morning. We started teeing off at about 8:30 this morning. So the ground staff are out here preparing the course. Then they don't have access to the golf course until well into 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So for us to have 5-6 hours of tee times, as I said to Ryan, I think all of us, whether we play good, bad or ugly, we appreciate the opportunity, the chance to get out here, play on a very nice golf course. Obviously, I think Chris will obviously have this on the schedule every year, but it's great for allowing us.
Now this is emotional for us as well, because Crosland Heath is the very... Oh, sorry, actually, I'll just go quiet a little bit. I'll tell you about that after. We've got Sam Sharma, Cosmos Maffei and Alex Harm on... This is the final group, actually, Aaron, as well, on the 12th.
That wind now is really starting to get up, gusting at 20, 25 maybe. He's got hybrid.
He's gone high, yeah, he has.
And it's gone right. He's called 4. And that's down towards the next tee on the ladies' tees. Plays very difficult this hole now with the wind.
Here's Alex Harm. Hoping doesn't come to any harm on their 12th.
Oh, that's a low dart. Going right of the green. Doesn't look like he caught that one very good.
And Cosmos Fire hoping not to send this one into space.
With the muscles on those arms, mate, it'd be pretty easy to. Lovely shot here, though. A little bit left of the flag. Just left edge of the field, left edge of the green.
I have to say, coming up here, actually, Aaron, I thought there'd be quite a bit more going on. There's been a bit... the group behind, we just saw Will White. They're over there,
we've
are
got
they?
16 green just over there, so
they are coming up very, very
walk
soon.
Across to 16.
Whilst we have a little break, let's just bring the leaderboard up onto the screen if we can do that, because we are running a very special, fun. No, I say special. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's just a little competition where you can win a 2020 Pro Tour glove, and it's quite simple. All you've got to do, comment below who's going to win. Is it going to be a pro? Is it going to be an amateur? We don't need a name. We just need to write either pro or write am. That's simply it. That's all you. How easy is that? That's all you've got to do.
Very easy, yeah.
And if the pro wins and you write pro, then at the end of the day, when we know who's won, we'll put your name into a spreadsheet and just Google random number, generate it, and it's that simple. And you can walk away.
What if there's a playoff? Do you go?
It's outright winner.
Outright winner.
Yeah. So if it's playoff. Whoever wins the playoff.
We're good to win the playoff. Okay,
that's simple. And of course, there is a playoff today if it happens. This is an Order of Merit tournament. It's the 7th on the 2020 Pro Tour this year. Marcus Moore is your current leader, isn't he?
He is.
You're on that list as well. It's done by prize money this year. So if you do see it, in fact, we can bring it up on the screen if you like, and we can see exactly how much money Aaron Cox has won this year.
Well, you won't see it. I'm not in the top 10.
You're not in the top 10, you won't see it. So go down to 10, see how much they've won, and know that Aaron's won less than them this year.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks.
We couldn't do this without
for punishment.
Really so yeah, a lot going on. It is the Swimnation Cup, of course, on the 2020 Pro Tour at Crosland Heath. And as I was saying, actually, before we saw Sam tee off there, about 18 months ago now, in fact, less than that, probably about 14. about 14 months ago, we were here for our first ever live golf broadcast at Crosland Heath, and it brings back a lot of memories. It really does.
Absolutely.
And here are the chaps actually coming up now. I'll show you. We're going to cut across, but should we just grab a quick word? Tee box is over there. I think they're trying to find over there, guys. How's it going? How are you doing? All right. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
How's it going today? All right.
Yeah, I just made a bogey, so I'm 2 under right now. So
2 under.
sitting at 2 under.
Okay.
A bit up and down, but a bit of a grind.
Not out of it though. Not out of it.
What's leader?
Last I saw was 4. In clubhouse is 3. Unless it's changed, of course. It might. I haven't checked the leaderboard for about 40 minutes, so I'm sure it's probably changed. Yeah, another cracking group over here, isn't it? This was the group behind. I don't know if you heard before, Aaron, when we were talking about Hannah Morrison.
Yes.
I think she retired after 8, so she's feeling a bit ill. So understandandably, done the right thing.
Absolutely.
There's no point in carrying on, is there?
Precautions as well, obviously, as we all saw at the memorial over in the state with, unfortunately, John Rahm withdrawing after the 3rd round with a 6-shot lead because of COVID testing positive. So obviously, look, that is way bigger than the game. It's way bigger than just even us playing. So we have to understand that, you know, if she's not feeling well, she's probably taking a precaution, which is, you know, hats off to her for being like that and actually going home to getting herself rested up.
However, I don't want to criticise the PGA Tour or anything. I never do that. I did see a picture of John Rahm sat right next to somebody on a buggy as he's been taken away, but he's got COVID. Shouldn't he have walked back by himself?
Yeah, well, yeah. So there's a lot of
Anyway, that's
conversations for later.
That's not for me to get into. So there you go.
Right, here we are back on. Everyone's 17 tee. We can see now the guys over there made it. So they're now.
There's a court case coming.
100 playing about 161 yards. The 17th, as I mentioned before, the flag is on. He's on 21, 8 from the left, pretty much smack bang in the middle of the green. Playing at least 2 clubs shorter, if that a little bit more even. So this looks like we've done a little bit right of the flag. Pin high, landing. Okay, good distance control there.
And just for those of you watching, this is Nathan Sampson, Peter Begg and Max Rogers on the 17th tee.
So you can see his practice swings there. He was trying to get his lower half through the ball and get that turn through that left side. Trying to play for a bit of spin here. The ball will be at the back of the stance a bit. Hands will go forward, drive and turn through the shoulders. He likes it. He's lighting it down. Lucky. Okay, so he's had some spin on it and he's held the back of the green. And there's that distance control, as I was saying, with the wind. Straight downwind, at least a good 2 clubs, at least. And when the greens the way they are, landing it short of the flag is paramount because the ball's not going to grab as much and spin, so they can be a bit more aggressive on the shots. Likes it here. He's looking up and down, staring it down. Oh, lovely shot there. Reason why he stared it down.
So, Aaron.
Ian.
Just wondering what size glove I should get when I win this little competition that's going on at the minute. Oliver Caton. He's in the group behind, so we've got to stick around and we've got to find him as well.
What is he, 5 under? I'm hoping he's staying 5 under.
He is 6 under.
65. What did you say? You went 64.
He is 6 under.
6 under.
He's also an amateur though. So
right.
It's like,
well, I could still get away with a win if he shoots 5.
Well, you go into a draw. You don't win the glove, you go into a draw.
I'll just get one.
Just remember, do comment below. If I was you, I would jump on the amateur one right now. That's my advice. You can still enter. It's still open for this broadcast. So that's the rules. So please do comment below who's going to win, a pro or an amateur. Just type pro or type AM. And then at the end of the day, once we know who's won the leaderboard outright, you'll go into a hat and you might win our 2020 Pro Tour golf glove. It really is that simple. And as it stands at the minute, Oliver Caton, he's over there. He's coming up this way very, very shortly. He is 6 under. He's on the 16th green as we speak. He has a 3-shot lead technically over the rest of the field.
We've got. Do we still have Gemma Clues still up there?
Gemma Clues is 3 under through 13.
Okay.
She's going very strong
she's got
indeed.
the par 4. She's got a short par 3, and then a short par 5 downwind, 2 holes to come. So she can still get a couple on their way.
It's
so.
not completely over. Nick McCarthy,
No.
Nick Marsh, both 2 under.
Yep.
Marcus is 2 under as well.
Yeah, Marcus. He's 2 under with a triple on a par 4 early on in the round. He had the 7 on the 4th hole. He started birdie, and then had a triple, and then finished out his 9-hole 8 and 9. 7 and 8. He birdie.
No, we must say as well, Oliver Caton does play out at Crosland Heath, doesn't he? So local knowledge.
I was going to ask, is he a member here?
Yes, local knowledge is clearly playing its way. And because he's an amateur, as you know, of course, you can't win any prize money. So the leading pro is Mark Young and Daniel Swales. They're in the clubhouse, both at 3 under par. So who knows? Who knows? Mark Young, of course,
where's even par sitting at the moment, Ian? What's that, tied for 15th or 16th?
12th.
12th?
Tied 12th.
Looks like which means I'll just miss money again.
Yeah, top 8, isn't it, today? So, yeah.
That 3-putt in the last is going to cost me.
Well, let's have a look, because there's 3 players on 1 under. Rochelle Morris, Darrell A, and Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris, and we made the birdie on 12 here.
He certainly did. We've just got to stick around because we really want to see Oliver Caton, don't we? Because he is absolutely flying here today. He is an amateur. Like I said, do enter that competition right now. You've only got until the end of this broadcast. So you've literally only got another 10-15 minutes or so. But all you have to do is comment either pro or am. It's that simple. Who's going to win? Is it going to be a pro or is it going to be an amateur? At the minute, if I was you, I would back an amateur right now because Oliver Caton.
Looks like I'm going to lose a pint to you, Ian, on that one.
I would love, you know, if I didn't have a 4-hour drive home.
And that's a sticky pin over there on 16 as well. The 16's only 10 on and 3 from the right side, and that hill comes into play on that right side of the ridge. The 8th green, you can see the yellow flag just right of it, and the red flag where the guys are now on 16. They're very, very similar greens, just tucked around the mounds here at Crosland Heath. Again, you get some fantastic views of the area around Leeds, around the mountains.
Be interesting to know what the lowest score Oliver's ever shot round here.
It would be, actually. I'd probably say 63 or a 64. Depending on what tees he plays off as well. Being a members comp, I would probably say 6 or 7 under.
I've got a question for you, and I often think this. This is probably going to sound really naive from my part. How do you turn pro? Do you just wake up one day and go, that's it, I'm pro today, and you have to register?
Well, there's a few different ways. There's one way that I went through, and I went through a PGA training. I did 3 years PGA traineeship in Australia, working in a pro shop, learning all about the business, running a pro shop, finance and business and merchandising and teaching, club making, club building, club repairs, all the finance side of it. Then you've also got tour school. So when the guys just literally wake up in the morning, pay their money, go to Q school, to Euro Pro or a Challenge Tour or a European Tour school, get their tour card, they get through, they're good enough, they get their tour card, they turn pro. So they sign a waiver and they turn pro. You've got US college, and they go through the college system. So you go from here, you go and do it's like a university, you do your college over in America, you go through the golf programs, And then from there you move on to obviously college golf, which is very big in America and gives you a leg up into the pro series. And you've got the Corn Ferry Tour, which is obviously the secondary tour to the US PGA. And then obviously just turning pro, if you're an elite high amateur in the, say, England golf, or you're playing world amateurs in each country and all that stuff, you can then, if you obviously got the backing, got the sponsors, go turn pro, get a few sponsors invites to a few bigger events, to Challenge Tour events or Euro Pro events or even European Tour events, and get invites in there through sponsors exemptions, and that's another way you can do it as well. But it is doubly difficult.
So you
Doesn't matter
couldn't
which way you go.
you couldn't so be a +3 handicapper, just wake up one day and think, yeah, I'm going to go pro.
I don't really think you could probably just wake up and go, yep, I'm going to go play golf. And
No, I mean, you've got to be,
but
let's say you're a +3 handicapper, and you know your standard's pretty good. Could you literally just wake up and go, I'm going to turn pro now?
You probably could if you've got the backing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here are the chaps actually at the minute. How's it going? Let me just grab the microphone very quickly. It's going there.
Not too bad, thank you. Yeah.
I just want to know, Oliver, just a quick question. What's the lowest round you've ever shot round here, just out of interest?
6 under.
That's the lowest you've ever done, six under. Okay. Did you hear that, Aaron?
6 under is the best.
That's the best he's ever done. So
it's a great chance. You got
2 opportunities here.
2 opportunities to go one better.
So that is your current leader at the minute, Oliver Caton. He is, well, I'm not sure what he did at 16, but he has 6 under. Let's grab Ryan very quickly, actually. Ryan, sorry to disturb you again. We're just getting excited about Oliver Caton because he's going so well, isn't he? He's just said the best he's ever shot is 6 under around here. Do you think he can squeeze one more out there?
We're hoping so, yeah. I mean, he's just made great 2-putt there on 16 to save his par. So yeah, it'd be fantastic if he went and did our course record. It's certainly up for grabs. So yeah, it's exciting times. So let's hope he gets a birdie here.
Fantastic. Let's keep an eye on this. This is going to be a cracking spectacle here.
It's all to play for. This is probably got to be one of probably a really good chance to make birdie here, especially with the breeze straight down. He's going to be hitting I'd probably say, looking at the size of Oliver, he'll be hitting no more than a pitching wedge into this hole here, playing nearly the yardage will be close to 160. But with the breeze, a pitching wedge would probably be sufficient for him today. And then 18, well, 18's definitely birdieable down 18, wind off the right. So get to 8 under, 63. He needs one more to get to your mark of 64.
Yeah.
It's all about getting that ball landing just short of the flag and letting it just bounce on. It's not going to grab as much. The first bounce is moving or just bouncing forward and then kind of grabbing with the shots they're hitting and the trajectory that they're getting, especially with a short club. Ball back in the stance a bit. And drive it a little bit lower or try and get up in the air, use the breeze. This is flowing up. He likes a little bit left, the flag. Yep. Straight over it from that line. Big first bounce and bounces on, so not quite grabbing as much. Big tall, big levers on Oliver. You can see the structure that he's got through his golf swing. The wide levers is going to give him some great arm speed. His rotation through his shoulders and his spine through his spine. He's going to keep those arms in front of the chest, and that gives him great acceleration. Lovely smooth swing there. Straight over through his left leg. He likes it. Sitting, back of the green again. The winds just grabbed these guys. Both of them have gone long to start with. So here we go. Club change for number 3.
Still a bit of work to do then.
Yeah, well, to be honest, from where he's going to be putting from, it's a little bit downhill, but straight back into the breeze. So it's probably not a bad putt from there.
Oliver Caton, of course, playing with Jim Poe and Alexander Webb.
He likes it. He's stirring it down. Yeah, lovely shot right there.
That
Pin
is
high
a
just
good
left,
shot,
about
isn't
12
it?
foot. 3 shots on the green. It's interesting to see on those 3 shots that they landed and they both bounced on. And even that last one, they're coming in with such small clubs. And the ball is still bouncing forward before it starts grabbing. And that's where this course is very different to other golf courses that we've played. The first bounce is normally just grabbing, getting to the green and spinning back, whereas because they're a bit thicker, these balls are actually just bouncing on a bit before they're grabbing.
Whilst we've got a couple of members about to tee off, but I think just before they do, I think we've got time just to quickly remind you, you can win this glove, don't forget, do comment below who's going to win. Is it going to be a pro or an amateur? It's looking likely it's going to be a pro. Sorry, an amateur, not a pro. Sorry, I'm trying to get everybody to put the wrong down. If I were you, I would type the 2 letters AM below because there's a fair chance that he's going to be allocating who's going to win here today. It's not a done deal, by the way. There's still a number of players out there. Gemma Clues is going very well, isn't she?
Yeah, Nick Marsh, Nick McCarthy, Hanson, Mora.
They're still in there.
They're still in there with a chance.
But they've got a lot of work to do.
Yep.
They've got a lot of work to do. Whereas Oliver just heading to the 17th green now. He's 6 under par at the moment. All you have to do is literally type 2 letters, AM. He thinks you should just type PRO. I don't think so. Just goes to show, doesn't it? A 20 handicapper knows more about golf than a pro. Well, that's not true. That's really not true.
Yes, you keep thinking that one here.
I do. I'll just go quiet a bit because we've just got a couple of members about to tee off, actually.
We've got Gemma Clues actually coming up the next group as well, Ian. We've got Holly Morgan and Gemma Clues over on 16. So, got a chance here. Oliver's got a chance here. It's an outside chance, about 20, 25 feet. Down the hill. Now all the putts that we've seen, we've been up here for the last few groups, they've all left their putts a little short, which means they're not quite getting their putts down the hill. I think it's going to be rolling out a bit more, which the wind is holding the ball up a little bit. It does break a bit to the right at the end. From where Oliver's are coming from now, straight back down the green, I doubt that there's going to be much break in this putt. So he can be quite aggressive at this. Obviously he knows the greens, he knows the speeds, and this is what's giving him good stead for today, obviously having home ground advantage. I have to make mention as well, Gemma Clues. She was 4 under through 4 to start with.
She was.
And as I said to you on the first tee, that first 3 holes, she went birdie, birdie, eagle. Well, to start off her round.
I was with her at the first and second when she went birdie, birdie. I didn't realise there was even better to come.
So what we got? So we've got Oliver here looking at his putt. Now he should know this is not going to have too much break. Back into the breeze, a little bit downhill. Looks like about 22, 23 feet. Can he sink it to get to 7 under par?
Come on, Oliver. Do it for all of the amateurs out there.
It's on its way. Has he hit it? It's gone left. And he's left it just short left of the hole. So that putt actually went a little bit to the left.
He might be okay just parring his way home.
Yeah, his par is pretty secure there on 17, so he's got one more chance to get to 7 under par.
Everybody else has to do the work. So
absolutely. Well, it just shows you though that if you look at the calibre of players, and we've got all the pros out playing, and they're all 3 under, 2, 3 under. You only need to have one person that can go out there and actually sink some birdies and to shoot 5, 6, 7 under, and you'll win by a few shots.
I think a lot of people might be surprised by the scoring.
Well,
today.
I definitely am. I would have thought there would have been a lot lower scores with the conditions that we had definitely this morning. But even now with the wind just getting up a little bit, with the way the greens are being a little bit sticky, we know that we can be more aggressive at the shots and be more aggressive on the putts. I would have thought, yeah, there would have been a few good scores of 4, 5, 6 unders.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for birdie, a little bit across the hill, so this is just on the left edge, just outside left edge. Pace is the important part. And it's just a little sleek down the right side. It's a tap-in par there.
We will just stick about for the ladies coming through, because we're actually on the ladies' tee box for 17, so come on, Oliver. Oh no, he's missed it. Oliver drops to 5.
Oh, that's tough.
Oliver Caton, your current leader, drops to 5 under par. Still a 2-shot lead. If you, Leon, if you just turn around and come over to Aaron, I think Aaron's going to try and catch up with the ladies as soon as they come to him. Whilst he's just waiting, let me just remind everybody again as to what's at stake. Of course, this is the 7th event on the 2020 Pro Tour Order of Merit this season. It's the Swimnation Cup here live from Crosland Heath on the 2020 Pro Tour. Now, the winner of the Order of Merit will earn a equipment contract with Orca Golf. And there's a number of prizes up for grabs. There's also a winter training camp with the Golf Travel people as well. So there's a lot on the line throughout the season. There's a total prize pot of about £3,600 as well today. Just under £1,000 will go to the winner. We did have a 59 watch up for grabs today as well. £10,000 if anybody from Track Employment were to hit 59. That's not going to happen, but we'll have more as the year goes on, no doubt. So plenty up for grabs, and I think Aaron is about to have a quick word with the ladies, so I'll let him take that away.
Oh, very good. Well, they're in conversation here. Holly Morgan and Kevin Clues, how are you girls? Were you playing all right?
Yeah, we're really good, thanks, Aaron.
Very good. Now, tell us about that start. Were you like just on fire from the start, or
yeah, I was
birdie eagle? Like,
yeah, just came firing out the blocks, didn't I? Peaked too early.
but you've held your score. You're still 3. You're still sitting at 3.
Yeah.
Good, excellent. So 17, 18 to go.
Par 3s have caught me out a little bit, but other than that, it's been really good. I've enjoyed it.
Excellent. So you've obviously striking the golf ball quite well. Happy with where your swing's at?
Yeah, hit it really nice.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah.
Very good, excellent. Well, good luck last couple of holes. Holly, can't leave you out. Little star from Hallamshire. How have you been playing today?
Having a rest.
Okay, actually, not too bad. I've played really well. Missed a few good chances, but tee to green, yeah, been pretty decent.
You've been working on your swing lately?
A little
working
bit.
on a few things?
Yeah, I've been working more on my putting.
Right, okay. Was it about the stroke or distance control or?
Bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
It's getting there.
Good, excellent. Oh, well, look, a couple of nice shots here to finish, and
Absolutely.
we're going to finish up with a storm.
Hopefully.
It's just resting my feet, Holly, you know. I don't catch your camera set up here. I'm supposed to be working.
Oh, I shot square. Yeah. Ah, yeah, not too bad. Just had 2 pars on the back 9.
Really?
Very colourful. It was very colourful.
Keep it excited.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The front 9 was boring. It was just fairway, green, 2 putts, walk to the next. And then I just thought, well, this is getting just too boring. So I'm just going to make golf more interesting. Yeah. What are we thinking here, Gemma?
Try and hit a green for a change
Try and
on a
hit
par 3.
a green.
Yeah.
green would be good. Good shot here, just right of the flag. Will it hold? Yeah, pin high just right. And no dramas there. Lovely shot here, just left of the flag. Yeah, lovely. Nice. Pin high left. Very nice. Very nice from Katie that there. Well, here we go, on the money here. On the money. Settle. Katie, how's the day been?
Oh, a bit up and down.
Up and down?
Yeah.
Breeze is getting up. Has it been playing factors with your shots?
Yeah, quite a bit, yeah.
Has? Have you found it into the wind or crosswinds been a little bit more difficult?
Into, definitely, yeah. Struggling a bit with the left to right winds.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And how many, have you played, you played a few of these so far this year? A couple of these?
Yeah, I played a couple of them.
Yeah? Going to play a few more this year?
Yeah, I'm playing Rockcliffe next week.
Excellent. Up my neck of the woods, so I'll definitely see you there.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck for the last couple of holes. All right, here we go, Ian. Good to see the girls out playing this afternoon, because there's playing some good golf, some nice shots there on the 17th.
Yes.
But no, it's good to see the girls playing well, especially Gemma Clues.
Yeah, look, it's such a wonderful mix. In fact, it was 2020 Pro Tour. That was the first mixed gender sort of mini tour, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Here at Crosland Heath. Aaron, I just want to say a big thank you to you. I know we have a bit of a joke, we do have a bit of a giggle, but we really do thank you for your insight. It's great to have a pro here to actually get more detailed insights. You know, I'm not a pro, so
no problems at all.
It's lovely to have you along. It always is. Just finally, don't forget, you can still win this glove. You just got to type in pro or am. You've got literally 5 minutes. That's literally it. Get your comment in below who's going to win. Oliver Caton, he just bogeyed 17, so actually it's kind of thrown it a bit more wide open.
What did I say on the second tee?
Could still be an amateur though. So.
I said 5 under though. I said 5 under.
You did say 5 under. So if you commented in the first broadcast, there you go. You could still be in the hunt of winning a 2020 Pro Tour. We have 3 in total to give away, so we'll probably just raffle the last one off anyway to give it away to somebody. So yeah, just comment below. Right, it is time for us to go to a break. When we come back, we'll be at 18 to crown the winner of the Swimnation Cup on the 2020 Pro Tour. Aaron, once again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Ian. Pleasure,
We'll
mate.
see you in about an hour. Thank you.